everybody, and welcome back to Total War ATTILA for another mod overview. Now, a couple of months before, I did a mod overview for the excellent mod known as Terminus Total War, which basically is an alternate scenario in which the Roman Empire is divided into like a bunch of different vying states for power, vying for power, as well as like a bunch of different alternate history, alt history factions and everything. And there's another mod that's just been like on the workshop recently that's been gaining popularity, known as Terminus Ageless Empires. Now, I looked at this mod before, and it does look very similar to the original Terminus Total War, but I'm thinking it's different because some of the factions and starting positions are a lot different than in the original Terminus Total War. So I think that this could basically be the sequel mod to Terminus Total War Imperium. But this is Ageless Empires, so don't get mistaken with the other one. So like the different factions you can play as, we have the Turks, Turkic Khaganate in the Caspian region here. We have the usual Huns that are just in the game. We even have the Mongols. And this is basically, I guess, the Mongols invading centuries earlier than like in real history. Then we have the Bulgars. I really do like the faction character models. They do look very nomadic, but also uniquely comparing to the Huns. Now we have the remnants of the Roman Empire, and this is a lot different than the one in Terminus Total War original. We have the Eastern Empire, led by Marcus Crassus, and they're not even a faction, they're a wandering nomadic horde. So maybe this is actually a descendant of Marcus Licinius Crassus after the Romans were defeated at Carrhae by the Parthians, and these are the different Romans who have basically been east the whole time, and now they're gonna come back. We have the Egyptians, just like in, well, these guys are also in Terminus Total War. We have the Britannic Kingdom, and I guess they're led by King Arthur, because it says Arthurius. Then we have like Rome itself, or at least what remains of it. Just a small portion of Italy. We have the Macedonian Kingdom, and this is kind of like a Romano-Greek faction. Then we have the Eastern Roman Empire, or at least what remains of it. And I really do like the new unit models, they look really cool. We have Eastern Empires, we have the Armenian Kingdom, the Persian Empire, which has actually expanded quite considerably, as you can tell. And I guess they were successful in their war against the Romans, because they control the Levant, Anatolia, even parts of Arabia as well. Then we have the Parthians. So they're centered over here, just right by the actual Persian Empire itself. And I guess this is going to be a war between the Parthians and the Persians. Then we have the migrating tribes. And this is another cool scenario in which some of the Germanic tribes adopted Catholic Christianity, and now we have the Teutons, a precursor to the Teutonic Order. We have the Visigoths, who now control parts of Gaul and northern Spain. Ostrogoths control pretty much most of Italy. The Suebi, and it's kind of cool that the Visigoths are led by Alaric. Ostrogoths are led by Vithoricus. The Suebi, or Suevic Kingdom. We have the Vandals in Africa. And then we have the Alans. And then we have the barbarian kingdoms. We have the kingdom of the Franks, the Saxons. So like, I want to just see some of the units. Let's see. I'm coming back here now because I clicked custom battle and then like the computer crashed, so we're just gonna continue with the overview. So yeah, let's just jump in just to see what to expect. I kind of want to see the Marcus Crassus scenario because that seems like a very interesting faction to play as. Other factions, the Mongols do also seem pretty interesting as well, and the Ostrogoths because now they control Italy. By the way, the UI looks so much different because I used Thrones of Britannia UI. It just looks cooler than the standard old Attila UI. Just waiting for it to load. Hopefully not crash again. Alright, thank goodness it didn't crash. But now we have our scenario over here. So you only start off with one army, and it's the Lost Legion. That's very cool. And we're at war against the Persian Empire. But the Persians are also at war with like a bunch of other factions, led by Bahram. So like you could either try to move west with your army and try to reunite it with the west, or you can try to start your new empire in the east with your lost legion. The units are pretty like similar to just the in-game units. But let's just try to like attack a faction real quick. And, like let's say we take the settlement. We could sack it though, because that would give us actual money. And then we would move on to attacking these other settlements until we find a good one to settle in. Probably one of these walled settlements, I'm guessing. But all in all, it's a pretty cool mod you should check out. So I'll see you all in the next one.